Hello everybody, my name is Mr. Jared, and we're gonna have a story time, but I need some help. I'm going to ask my friend to help me with story time. But it looks like he's being a little bit shy, so I'll ask him if he'll come out and help. Can you come out and help me?
I'm feeling too shy. What if they don't like me?
Well, it's our new internet friends, and I bet they'll like you. I bet they love puppets, don't you? Can't you introduce yourself? Look behind you, see what we're going to have story time about. You love penguins, don't you?
I do love penguins. They remind me a little bit of me. On land, they're kind of clumsy, but in the water, they're quite graceful.
Is that right? Don't you want to come out of your shell so everyone can see you better?
Okay.
There you go. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Mr. Tortily Turtle, but you can call me Tortily for short.
Yes, his name is Tortily, and he's my good friend, and he likes story time as much as I do. And he loves penguins, just like he said. So, Tortily, can you help me sing our welcome song? Okay, here we go. It's the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and we'll sing it 2 times in case you want to sing it with us. It goes, welcome, welcome, everyone. Nice to see you, let's have some fun. First we'll nod our heads just so, then we'll bend and touch our nose. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Nice to see you, let's have some fun. Are you ready to do it again? Okay, here we go. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Nice to see you, let's have some fun. First we'll nod our heads just so, then we'll bend and touch our nose. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Now you're here, let's have some fun. Okay, are you ready for our first book? Would you like to sit over there so you can see better, see the pictures better?
That would be perfect.
Okay, let's sit you down. Our first book is called Grumpy Pants. The words and the pictures are by the same person, and that person is Claire Messer. Grumpy Pants. Penguin was in a bad mood, a very bad mood. He didn't know why, and he didn't care. He stomped his feet all the way home. He pulled off his grumpy coat, he kicked off his grumpy boots, but he was still grumpy. He tried to shake it off. Can you shake it off? Shake it off. But he was still grumpy. So he pulled off one grumpy sock and then the other, but he was still grumpy. So he took off his grumpy overalls. Nope, still grumpy. Finally, he took off his grumpy underpants. But he said, I'm still grumpy, you know. Then Penguin took a deep breath, and he counted. 1, 2, 3, splash! The water was nice and cold, just like Penguin liked it. Penguin played with his duck, he hid under the water, and he made himself a bubble beard. Little by little, he was starting to feel much better. It was time to get out of the tub. He put on his favorite pajamas. they have a picture of a ship, and he had a steaming cup of hot chocolate. He read his favorite book, which was called Learn to Fly, and it looks like he's reading it to his rubber ducky. He found his favorite teddy, and he climbed into bed. As Penguin fell asleep, he knew that tomorrow would be a good day, because all the grumpiness had been washed away. The end. There's a picture of the author, and it looks like she has a bunny rabbit for a pet. What did you think of that book, Tortally? Yeah, you sometimes get grumpy? I do too. And sometimes I don't know why I'm grumpy, but most of the time it's because I'm sleepy or I'm hungry. And sometimes if I have a snack or something, I start to feel better. Are you the same way? How about you? Yeah? But sometimes you just don't know why you feel bad. And that's okay, but hopefully you can do something you like take a bath, or maybe color, or something like that, and then you can start to feel better. Alright, are you ready for another song? This song is called Little Penguin, and the lyrics are by someone named Gene Warren. And it's to the tune of I'm a Little Teapot, and we're going to sing it 2 times, so you can sing it through the second time if you want to. And it goes, I'm a little penguin, black and white. I like to waddle across the ice. When I reach the water, I dive right in. I hunt for fish as I swim, swim, swim. I'm a little penguin, black and white. I like to waddle across the ice. When I reach the water, I dive right in. I hunt for fish as I swim, swim, swim. Good job swinging, Tortally.
Thank you.
Okay, let's do another book. Our second book is called 5 Flying Penguins, and it's by Barbieri McGrath, and it's illustrated by Stephanie Fizer Coleman. 5 Flying Penguins. 5 little penguins sitting on the ice. Uh-oh, but what is that? The first one said, "Today feels very nice." The second one said, "Snow is in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Hey look, here comes a seal." Oh no, seals like to try to eat penguins sometimes. The fifth one said, "He wants us for a meal." Pitter patter went penguin feet as they dove right in. Splash! 5 flying penguins started to swim, swim, swim. Like Tortally said, penguins are graceful in the water and they use their wings to swim really fast. Flip flap went penguin wings as they flew through the sea. The first one said, "Come on and follow me." The second one said, "We're moving very fast." The third one said, "We've lost that seal at last." The fourth one said, "It's time to get some air." The fifth one said, "Look, or wait, look who's over there." Oh no. Honk, barked the charging seal. He just wouldn't quit. That sneaky, silly seal said, Penguins, tag, you're it. He just wanted to play tag. Silly seal. So that's our second book. And now we're going to sing another song. Tortally, would you like to help me sing this song? Okay. So it goes... There he is. This song goes the tune of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And it goes, little penguins black and white, on the ice what a sight. See them waddle, see them glide, watch them as they slip and slide. Little penguins black and white, on the ice what a sight. Little penguins black and white, on the ice what a sight. See them waddle, see them glide, watch them as they slip and slide. Little penguins black and white, on the ice what a sight. Good job acting, Tortally. You did an excellent job gliding and sliding. Okay, are you ready for our next book? Let's see. Our next book is called Penguins, Penguins Everywhere by Bob Barner. Ooh, those are some bright, pretty colors. Penguins, penguins everywhere. Some penguins live in icy places. Some live in the heat. Their colors help them hide when they fish for fishy treats. Cold penguins huddle close with penguin heat to share. Daddies warm fragile eggs with tender, special care. They hold the eggs and the babies on their feet, and it helps keep them warm, and they have special feathers that help to cover them. Hot penguins fluff their feathers to cool off from the sun. So these penguins live in the Galapagos where it's hot, and they also will hold their wings out to shade their feet so they don't get sunburned. Their chicks call out from shady caves to ask for food and fun. Noisy penguins waddle and toboggan to the sea. Each one honks to find its mate wherever it may be. Can you honk? Honk, honk, honk. Penguins watch for sneaky seals as they swim and splash and play. Sleepy little penguins end another perfect day. And next there's some facts about penguins. So who tries to eat penguins? These are all creatures who try to eat penguins, so they have to watch out for them. So seals, they have to watch out for seals, and orcas or killer whales, and snakes and gulls and octopuses, lizards and sharks. So what are some of the things that penguins say? Some of them go honk honk like the ones in the book, and then some say yak 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 yak, and some sound like a donkey. They sound like hee haw hee haw. Isn't that funny? What do penguins eat? They eat krill, which are like tiny little shrimp. They like to eat squid, and also, of course, they eat fish too. How do penguins move? They can dive and swim in the water, or they can hop on their tiptoes, or they can waddle. And there's lots of different kinds of penguins, and they live in some cold places and they live in some hot places. The end. And now we're finally going to see what this penguin is about. So Penguin got kind of tired of always just being black and white. And he has a little bit of orange and yellow on his feet and his beak. But he wanted to try something different. So he went to a store and he got, what color is that? A red suit. He thought, this is beautiful, but it doesn't feel quite right. So he decided to try something else. And next, he tried on something. What color is that? Green, that's right. He had heard stories of places that had lots of green everywhere, and he thought it looked pretty good, but not quite right. So next he tried on, what color is this? Orange. You're right. He liked the orange. It kind of matched his beak and his feet, but it still didn't feel quite right. Next, he tried on yellow. That was nice and bright, just like the sunshine, and it also matched his beak and his feet, but it still didn't feel quite right. So he tried on another color, blue. He tried on blue, and he thought, that's just like the pretty ocean when the weather is perfect for swimming. But it still didn't feel quite right. So he decided to try on something that had all sorts of colors, and this pattern is called polka dots. So there are all sorts of colors, and he thought he looked pretty good, but he still didn't feel quite right. So he tried on an outfit that had one of his two favorite things on it. He loved when it was nice and sunny outside, and he loved when there was a beautiful rainbow with all sorts of colors. But it still didn't feel quite right. So he decided to try one last outfit. What color was that? Black and white. Now that felt almost perfect. But then he remembered that was what he looked like anyway. So he decided that that was how he would like to be, because he felt just right, just the way he was. And that was the story of Penguin. Okay, we're gonna do our last book. And this book is by Wendell and Florence Minor, and it's called If You Were a Penguin. If you were a penguin. Look at all the cute little baby penguins. If you were a penguin, what could you do? You could fly underwater, or sing a duet. You could live on the land but get really wet. You could wear a tuxedo or make silly faces. You could go for a swim in warm or cold places. You could live underground or on top of the ice. Penguin pals all around make it twice as nice. You could have funny names like Chinstrap or Gentoo. You could learn to toboggan. Woohoo! You could wear fancy feathers in dry or wet weather. You could eat squids and fishes without any dishes. But here's a surprise for you and for me. Penguins do lots of things that you can do too. The end. And here's some more penguins. So what are some things that you can do that penguins can do too? You can pretend to waddle. You can waddle like a penguin. You can flap your arms like wings. And you might be able to swim. You might wear floaties in the pool. And the person who cares about you, you're grown up, they might be able to swim. So they can pretend to be penguins too, and maybe they can pretend with you. And once it gets warm outside, maybe you could play in the sprinkler or in your little pool and pretend to be penguins there. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, so that was our last book. Tortally, would you like to tell goodbye to our guests? Okay, can you say goodbye to everyone?
Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you next week, and goodbye, everybody.
Yep, it was so good of you to spend time with us, and we're going to have another story time next week. Are you pretty excited? Me too. I love story time. Thanks so much.